Apparently, according to Skitty Bitty, anti-woke gamers are the weakest link. In what? I don't know. It was suggested I look at this. It is an unlisted video of which there is a public version. But, you know, if there's a secret version and a public version, I'm gonna watch the secret version. Can't watch the public version, alright? These people have become what they swore to destroy. What did they swear to destroy? Gay she-twinks? Heel versus Babyface has become a blue-haired nose-ring slut? I don't think so. I don't believe so. They've become black!
I have my pronouns in my bio.
You didn't even need to say that. I can tell. Literally from the first noise you made, I could tell.
I have my pronouns in my bio. This has made a number of supposedly rational people very angry. And I can't help but recall the way the word triggered was plastered over titles and thumbnails alike when I was younger.
Good
How
job.
people delighted in whipping overly sensitive SJWs into a frenzy just by saying something quote-unquote problematic.
Oh god, it's a lagging browser day. I'm gonna need to close it and open it again. What did it say on the screen? What was your explanation?
Nails alike when I was younger. How people delighted in whipping overly sensitive
SJW stands for Social Justice Warrior. In case you're lucky enough to not know. This is guys, we've got a real old head here. We've got a veteran of the meme war. They know what that stands for.
W's into a frenzy just by saying something quote-unquote problematic. I remember the ridicule directed towards people or imagined who would...
I don't think that's what the SJW triggered videos were in and of themselves. They were just a collection of such examples, right?
Approach the media they consumed with no other goal than to call it racist.
She was 100% right about everything, by the way. Oh no, you triggered me, good job.
Were the tiniest of non-issues, who would demand ideological purity, not just in their video games or movies, but in every aspect of their lives. I remember how those
Zoe Quinn kinda looking like trans Johnny Depp there.
People were made out to be uptight, sniveling crybabies who couldn't take a joke, who considered their feelings more important than freedom of speech, who could never just live and let live, who forced the people around them to walk on eggshells constantly, lest they say the wrong thing and be punished accordingly. But then, look at the infamous Starfield pronouns round, where the mere option to choose whether your character is referred to as he, she, or they.
He doesn't like it. I don't think this guy said it was, like, destroying society. Did he? This is a guy who doesn't like it. He said it destroyed his immersion or whatever. Isn't that it for him? Am I crazy?
Grown man into a frothing rage.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well,
there.
Guess what? Pronouns!
Imagine.
Yeah, it's a product review. It's not really the same thing. Two people getting high energy and yelling and freaking out at something are not the same just on that basis. They're comparable, but I think you should probably recognize he's like, this sucks. I don't like this. I think it would have been quite different with Anita Sarkeesian if she was just like, if she was just like, I really don't like tits. She'd get made fun of about as much as Heel vs. Babyface, and it wouldn't have been such a big movement-sparking thing, right? I'm also not aware of how much industry influence Heel vs. Babyface has. So, wow. You made fun of these people for being insane freaks trying to control everything? Well, you didn't like a choice in a video game personally, and it destroyed your ability to immerse yourself. You're the same now. No, not really.
For a moment that this was a decade ago, 2015, peak BuzzFeed. Imagine a feminist foaming at the mouth over the option to wear skimpy, overly sexualized outfits. But that did happen, you cry. But no, it didn't. Not a single person complained.
Yeah, it was bad. It was worse. It wasn't just them not liking it. Anita laid out the case that video games can directly lead to rape. People say she didn't. She absolutely did. In Women as Reward, it was stated that the viewpoints, the ideology that leads to a man raping and think it's okay to rape can be transmitted from a video game. I.e., you can be indoctrinated, you can get the whole hypodermic needle model of media, have that shot into your veins, thereby, inculcating in you the perspectives, viewpoints, disregard for human rights of women, blah, 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 that would lead to rape, therefore video games can cause rape. That is in the video. It's dispersed. She doesn't say it in one paragraph, But the logical consequences of the statements, or the logical endpoint of the statements made throughout that video, mean Anita did say video games can directly lead to rape. Which I think is more extreme than yelling about not personally liking something in a game.
Complaining about booby armor in video games ever screamed the way this man does, ever got as triggered as he did. And then you look at something like this, the curated list of video games considered too woke to play. That's
actually not true, though. Anita Sarkeesian banned me, one of the pedophiles who worked as mod on Anita Sarkeesian's Twitch stream, banned me because I said ban me, and then they didn't ban me, and I said don't ban me, and they banned me. And during me saying those things, various other people were also talking in her chat saying #Big Milo, and she was literally shaking, and you could hear her whispering, the harassers have descended. So no, she did go into weird hysterics. Maybe not screaming. She's too small-souled and low energy to scream. But in terms of hysterics, yes. Over silly things.
Effectively, a list
the
of
mod
trigger
who was
warnings.
what?
Lest the gamer
Oh, you don't know about Anita Sarkeesian's pet pedophile? Sorry, I should be more specific. Pet convicted child sex offender. Valis 14 or something? Yeah, that was a cool one. He banned a bunch of people who were upsetting Anita and talking about him, and then posted in the chat, "You have no power here." Now Anita did get rid of him, but
counter a same-sex romance option, or a pride flag, or, God forbid, a woman
was it Valis?
Precious video game.
I thought it was Varus77.
Irreparably. And the games on this list aren't just your Undertales and your Celestes. Counter-Strike 2 is woke because it features female Navy SEALs and female SWAT officers. Civ 6 is woke because it adds quote-unquote historically unimportant female leaders, which is especially ridiculous.
I wasn't really paying attention to the start of this. Isn't this just like a list of if you don't like this stuff, don't play it? This is like the wokeoid list of like if you don't like it, don't play it. This needs to be destroyed for the good of society. It's killing women! You're evil if you make this game. It's, hey, if this stuff means you won't have a good time, don't play this game because it's in this game. I don't care about that. I think it's lame. But it's very different. It's very different.
6 was perfectly historically accurate, it would obviously be extremely boring. Starfield is woke both because of the obvious pronouns issue, but also because the NPCs in this sci-fi adventure are, and I quote, improbably diverse. And hopefully you understand that all of these examples are self-evidently absurd. By this logic...
Self-evidently absurd. Okay, you don't have to use the list. You don't have to use the list. The list isn't meant to impose anything on you. The person who made that list is not going to act as advisor to any game dev or game dev studio. Doesn't affect you.
Real life is irredeemably woke because you might run into a woman or a black person. But those examples aren't what really get...
You're stupid. Real life isn't improbably diverse. The counter is that it's not real life and it's not the real world and it's in the future. Their judgment of probability is meaningless. The counter isn't you might run into improbably diverse situations in real life.
It's games like Dustland Delivery with 789 reviews on Steam, or Midboss with 207, or Chessplosion with just 128. Chessplosion is woke because you have the option to make your chessboard the trans flag colors. And you have to wonder about the people...
There's like some sort of dog whistle. I think the trans flag counts as a dog whistle at this point. Rarely does it ever just mean I like trans people.
Who contribute to this list, who comb through games with a minuscule install base just to make sure there's not a pride flag hiding in wait.
It's called autism! It's called autism, bigot.
As anything but enormous losers. I do not mean to suggest that anti-woke activists are as bad as the SJWs of yesteryear, because they're not.
They're worse. I'm going to spend 10 seconds to say I think they're worse.
They are far, far worse.
Nah, dumb takes.
The anti-woke warriors.
They are often similar levels of cringe, rarely similar levels of threat.
Are miserable and hateful, but they're also weak. They are cowards. They're afraid of pronouns, of women, of people of color, of pride flags, and they're not content to just...
What's the matter? Scared to buy a giant gay dildo? They're scared of bad dragon dildos. They're scared. They just don't want to pay money for shit they're not going to enjoy. They don't like it. They don't want to buy entertainment that has it in it and then not enjoy it.
Play safe games like Freddy Fish and Putt-Putt, yes really, they need to let everyone around them know exactly what they have deemed problematic, if you will, by whining incessantly about all things woke. I know exactly who the snowflakes in my audience are, and they're not the people...
But it's pretty easy to just not see it. It's really easy to not see it. I don't know. Is PoE 2 woke? Yes! The Friendly Crone. They're trying to do PR for evil forest witches, pretending that you can trust them. Oh, just bring the evil forest witch a mushroom and she'll make potions for you. You should drink it, kids. PoE 2. Pedos of Excalibur. More, I don't know.
People with pride flags or pronouns. They're the people who see a 3.5-hour-long video about Tears of the Kingdom and choose to hyper-focus on the 10 seconds spent joking about Link and Zelda being lesbians. These people have become everything they claim.
Is this video you being upset about a YouTube comment? Is that your video essay and the comment in response to it? Is this you for 4 minutes and 11 seconds going, I'm not owned, I'm not sad, I'm not upset. The YouTube comment didn't bother me. It didn't upset me. I'm not upset. You're sad. You're cringe. Jesus.
To despise. Overly sensitive, whiny, self-righteous assholes.
You can't say that after making it clear that you've been wounded by a YouTube comment. It's over. You totally undermined yourself.
Managed to far exceed, in their impotent rage, the very caricatures they used to mock.
Thanks for watching. If you hated this video...
Rage. The very caricatures
they
used to mock.
Tell someone who cares, because I do not. Right, in this video calling other people fragile, you made it clear you were wounded by a YouTube comment and then said, please do not say bad things to me in the YouTube comments. For the love of God, don't say anything negative down below. Please, you fragile, weak-ass snowflakes, I will literally kill myself if you say I suck. Don't do it. What is this? There's a public version of this video, and I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why there's an unlisted and a public. So it was on the Skitty Bitty channel. They made it unlisted. Is this the order, or came out on the same day? The public one on 2Skitty 2Bitty, unlisted one on Skitty Bitty. I don't know what's happening here. People talking about having seen it before. I don't know what they're doing. Both 4 minutes and 11 seconds. I don't know what the game is here. Yep, nothing to disagree with here. It makes my bi self very angry. People obsessed with wokeness can go kick rocks because the gaming space isn't for that brand of intolerance and insanity. They're removing themselves! They're making lists that will stop them from interacting with the same products and thereby not include them in the same fandoms as you. They're trying to get away from you! And you're trying to stop them! My fucking gay retard chess isn't for you. It's inclusive, and yeah, that's what they could tell, so they're trying not to get involved. What the fuck?